On July 15, 2020, Twitter users witnessed something unprecedented. High-profile accounts belonging to some of the world's most famous people suddenly began posting identical messages promising to double any Bitcoin sent to a specific wallet address. What seemed impossible was happening in real time. Behind this audacious hack was Graham Ivan Clark, a 17-year-old from Tampa, Florida. Clark wasn't your typical teenager. He was already knee-deep in the world of cybercrime. In 2018, at just 15, he had joined Ogasource, a notorious forum for trading stolen online accounts, though he was quickly banned. By 2019, at age 16, he had already pulled off a major SIM swap attack, stealing 164 Bitcoins worth hundreds of thousands of dollars from Seattle investor. Clark's Twitter operation was sophisticated yet surprisingly simple. He didn't break into Twitter servers through complex code. Instead, he exploited the human element. Clark and his associates posed as Twitter IT employees and launched a coordinated social engineering attack. They targeted a small group of Twitter employees through phone calls and fake websites, convincing them to enter their credentials into what appeared to be Twitter's internal login page. The fake site was designed to look identical to Twitter's real internal systems. Once the employees entered their information, Clark had the keys to the kingdom. With stolen employee credentials, Clark gained access to Twitter's internal administrative tools, essentially God mode access to the platform. This gave him the power to reset passwords on any account, change email addresses, post tweets from any account, access direct messages. On that fateful July afternoon, Clark began his scheme. He systematically took over 130 high-profile accounts, including Barack Obama, Joe Biden, Elon Musk, Bill Gates, Warren Buffett, Jeff Bezos, Kanye West, Kim Kardashian, Apple's official account, Uber's official account. Each hacked account posted variations of the same message. I am giving back to the community. All Bitcoin sent to the address below will be sent back doubled. If you send $1,000, I will send back $2,000. Only doing this for 30 minutes. Within minutes, the Bitcoin wallet began receiving payments. Despite Twitter's efforts to regain control, including the unprecedented step of temporarily preventing all verified accounts from tweeting, the damage was done. The scam generated over 320 transactions in the first few minutes alone. Twitter worked frantically to contain the breach, but the hack lasted for hours. The company eventually revealed that attackers had successfully accessed internal systems and tools through their social engineering scheme. The FBI, Secret Service, and other agencies launched an immediate investigation. Clark's downfall came through digital forensics and cooperation between multiple agencies. Despite his attempts to cover his tracks, investigators traced the Bitcoin transactions and digital breadcrumbs back to him. On July 31, 2020, just 16 days after the hack, authorities arrested Clark at his Tampa home. The arrest revealed shocking details. This 17-year-old had assets worth approximately $3 million in Bitcoin, raising questions about his previous criminal activities. Clark didn't work alone. Authorities also arrested Mason Shepherd, 19, from the UK, known online as Chaiwan. Nima Fazeli, 22, from Orlando, Florida, known as Rolex. Both were charged as accomplices in the scheme. The final tally of the most significant attack on Twitter to date was surprisingly modest. 130 accounts compromised. 45 accounts had tweets sent from them. 36 accounts had their private messages accessed. $117, 440 stolen, 12.86 Bitcoin at the time. In March 2021, Graham Clark was sentenced to 3 years in prison after pleading guilty to charges of organized fraud and communications fraud. Despite being a juvenile, the scope and impact of his crime warranted serious consequences. As the prosecutor noted, he took over the accounts of famous people, but the money he stole came from regular, hardworking people. The hack exposed critical vulnerabilities in how social media platforms protect high-profile accounts and highlighted the growing threat of social engineering attacks. Twitter implemented numerous security improvements, including enhanced authentication procedures and stricter access controls for internal tools. The 2020 Twitter hack serves as a stark reminder that in cybersecurity, humans are often the weakest link. No amount of technical security can protect against employees being manipulated by skilled social engineers. Clark's scheme succeeded not through technical prowess, but through psychological manipulation, proving that sometimes the most sophisticated attacks are surprisingly simple. For a brief moment, a teenager from Florida had more power over public discourse than almost anyone in the world, all because he convinced a few Twitter employees that he was someone he wasn't.